Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Man the Maker. Welcome to a new Let's Try series, I would say, for high strategy Urukon. What is this game? Nobody's really ever heard of it? Maybe, but it kind of really caught my eye. It's kind of a grand strategy board game-ish kind of game, with the basic premise being you get one action per turn. One action is all you get, no matter how big you are, how small you are. And you kind of have to juggle all of these resources and make decisions and choose the action that will give you success. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and jump in. Okay, maybe we don't jump in because there's a couple of things that's probably best explained through the how to play selection. So let's just go into the basic comments and take a quick look before we get further in. I will say that this is probably not going to be a full run. They're not going to play it through to the end. We're just going to see how the game is. I played it just a tiny little bit to have an idea of what's going on. But we're really going to kind of explore it. And in the end, we're going to decide, okay, I mean, I think it's a fun game, and is it worth putting on the channel? That's going to be up to you, so we'll have to see at the end, and depending on your reaction, maybe we'll be playing it a lot more, maybe not. Basic comments. The game is set in a world called Urukon. The first civilization on Urukon rose and fell over 1 million years ago. Since then, each cycle has grown more difficult as accessible mineral resources were exhausted. The current cycle is limited to fighting its wars with rock and bone. The game begins at a particular snapshot in the history of this world. There we go. There are a number of different factions, right? We will take a look at that. Some are more difficult, some are easier. And the way you win is by completing the faction-specific goal. I mean, it's not necessarily conquest or painting the map, though some probably have that as an option. Cities are kind of what you control. Each of them have different cultures, and they generate different resources. I think base all the time, but actions can also influence this. But the culture, I think, is pretty important here. There are a number of resources. As I said, each one has a base income. Which it receives no matter what. Some citizens produce it based on their culture. Landmarks and relics, whatever that means, they yield a steady income. And then your actions also do it. And then victory, you just do it by achieving a single, unique, quantitative goal. So, okay, we can see here, I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of cultures, and they all do different things. I mean, just taking the acid tribes as our base here, you can see they yield, I think this is just per turn. This is just what they give you, if you have that. If you do certain actions, then they do certain things. We're not going to worry about that too much. Though, who will we be playing as? There's a lot. And I gotta say, I mean, there's not a lot of writing in the game. What there is, I quite like. The world that it builds, which we're not going to dig into too deeply here today, does seem really quite interesting. I mean, Inkhounds. Most species come into the world by being born. Inkhounds, on the other hand, are sewn together from parts. Some parts come from Urukon's counterpart to the cuttlefish. Others come from the counterpart to the shark. They are mostly sapient, but find it difficult to perform civilian jobs. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. These are all the actions that we can take. Respond is used reactively to prevent things from being captured. Trade, recruit, nurture, steal, infiltrate, capture. You could probably guess what most of these do, but we're going to take it as we get into the game, and let's go ahead and do it. We're going to start a new game. Here's the map. Right, pretty board gamey, interesting. We got the Night Kingdom over here. You can see it's got easy, Bahastis, medium. Dakal is insane, Akashul is insane, and they all have their flavor, right? If we click on it, we can see Akashul, a melting pot of exiles and misfits from other places. Somehow it managed to form a government of its own, although it's more of a ruling cartel than a proper administration. The exploitation of dream thralls is central to its economy. Their goal is to control specially marked cities in 400 turns, and they need 5 of them to get the gold tier. They also have a special rule. Organ rat citizens are gradually converted into dream thralls. Okay, it's not who we're going to be playing. And, you know, if you're really interested into it, you know, you can paint a picture of what's been going on in the world. Like over here, for example, the Vermilion Court styled itself as the successor to this fallen empire, or rather the continuation of the old fallen empire. However, it was discovered that they were actually making false claims. They claimed that they were related to them. It was discovered that they were not. So the Western and Eastern Margraves kind of rebelled against them, though they're doing their own thing. So you can kind of like put together little bits and pieces of the story. We are going to be playing as Gesh. Easy, please. I played the game a little bit. like I said, there's a lot to kind of take in, even though it distills down to a very simple concept. But a lot of power goes into that one decision, that one choice that you have to make, which I really find interesting. I really do find it interesting. The game, by the way, also just came out yesterday on the 22nd of, 22nd of May? So, very, very fresh out there. We're going to be playing as Gesh, an aristocratic oligarchy that prides itself on its sheer antiquity. To be eligible for high office, one must be able to trace their ancestry at least 11,000 years. Today, Gesh seeks to forge an empire of its own through consent rather than force. The ruling family believes that such an empire will last longer than anything that came before it. Okay, so we're going to be like, hey guys, we're great. We're just, we're old school. We've been around. That gives us legitimacy. And you should join with us. So gain cities by using the negotiate action is how we win. And we need to do it to 30. I don't know what, like, if we gain a city and then lose it, I don't know if that counts. We got 500 turns to do it. If there's a quick tutorial, it's very quick. We'll just do it. This is who you are and how well your game is going, right? 0 out of 10 is our goal. We are Gesh, turn 100. These are your resources. You'll need them to play actions. Indeed, you will. So you start with 1k of everything. And you can see, because of the cultures that we have, because of the cities that we currently possess, because of the cities that we possess, we gain a bonus to certain things, right? Every turn, no matter what we do, we get 95 of this guy, 78 of this, 32 of this. Okay, good to know. Click on an action or press its number. S means shift. Okay, yeah, S1, etc. These are all of the actions that you can do in a turn. Again, you can only do one of them. So you want to really think long and hard about that. And are we going to be able to think long and hard about that? I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to try. We're going to try. The rest is details. These buttons will help. Yeah, you can inspect. This is the names of everything, so you kind of know where everything is at. This is the information map, so you can see what's yielding fear. We don't get any fear from our yields, for example. Population of acid tribes. Acid tribes are over here. Okay, good to know. How to play, and then escape, which I guess is menu. Okay, well, the first thing we can do, I mean, let's go ahead. Here's our capital. If you lose your capital, you die. If they lose their capital, they lose all of their cities and they become neutral, right? Neutral are, I think, these gray ones. Grays are neutral cities. We can go look at the House of Records. We control 17 cities, okay. I think this is an overview of everything. We can see we've got a lot of northern apes. We are primarily the northern apes. A little bit of land wardens, beasts of burden, water castes, and just kind of going down. We got 512k in total. Actually, I can also look at my capital city here. Condition. Control is 100. If the control drops to 0, bad things happen. You lose the city, I think. Prosperity, I don't actually know exactly how that affects things, but that's fine. Yields, we can see. I mean, now you have seen, this has spoiled the different resources we have. So we have labor. Manual labor the stable is able to call upon. Goods, movable material, possessions, wealth. Devices, useful devices, tools and instruments, or technology. Knowledge of what caused the present to be as it is. We've got secrets, information that someone would like to keep from spreading. Violence. Ability to achieve goals by force. Depth, ability to project power underwater. Love, ability to achieve goals through goodwill. And fear, ability to achieve goals through threats. And I'm just going to say, as Gesh, since we need to win by negotiating for control of cities, you do that via love, maybe fear. I'm not sure. It might depend on the population. I don't really know. Demographics, you can see here, we've got a bunch of northern apes. We're gaining a couple, a little bit every turn, I suppose. Just 9 and 21. You seem to grow very, very slowly. The region, we're in the Blisterlands. Cities controlled by players 15. The landscape here is flat, featureless, and easy to get lost in. You want to avoid getting lost, though. The dominant flora is a moss with poisonous spores. Mere contact with skin can cause blistering. When a windstorm kicks up enough spores to blot out the sun, you'll want to be indoors. A landmark? There is a landmark here. So we can, you can see here, it's not done. 81k out of 100k, 81% for the Royal Records of Gesh. This would just give us, I think, 150 a turn. Pretty intense. Excavations. Current excavation depth is only 6. Relics found here, nothing. Times excavated of the player, 0. Well, we can now back out. You can see build is an action. Build you do on locations that have a landmark. So we can go and look at this place. Yondig over here. Higher prosperity than our other place, but we do have less control. I don't actually know what equilibrium control is. Maybe control? Equilibrium control is a function of distance from the capital, function capital, the action capital, and prosperity. Yes. So I guess control will rise towards the equilibrium control value. If a city becomes isolated, which happened to me in my test runs, you'll end up losing this city. Not good. So, right, we were looking at this place because it has a landmark. Fortified Harbor. Plus 1k devices to capture this city. It just makes it much harder to try and capture. 17k out of 25k, it might be worth doing if we're afraid of people trying to capture it. Capture is here. You can see if I want to invade the water, I need at least 1.6k depth. We have 1k right now. And 298 devices. If I want to capture something, I would click on this. It will take 1 turn and they have the ability to respond to it. And I think it tells you here, right? They have 1k depth, which means they would be unable to respond to it next turn. I can see right there that they would fail. But if it's the other way around, it might still be worth it for me, for them to spend, because I can bleed them from resources, but this is a decision that they have to make. I mean, this place, this one needs 2.6k and 536 devices, 2.6k depth. That's very difficult. Land invasions usually just require violence. So if you want to invade here, devices and violence. From what I understand is all capture actions either use depth or violence plus devices. So if we want to make this much harder to invade and require, instead of 536 or 302, it would require 1,300 devices, which is quite a bit. We also have a landmark down here. Take a look at that. The Bleak Altar just gives 100 secrets, 0 out of 20k. It actually costs the same as the capital to build, which is interesting. I mean, we need about the same more. We need 19k for the capital, but they might require different things to build. They all require 1k labor. Okay, good to know. Respond is how you respond to an attack. So you'll get an alert saying, hey, someone's trying to capture a city. You can respond to it. Trade depends on the cultures nearby. So we can say, for example, here, take history and get labor for it. Here, we can take, I don't remember what you are, secrets? Secrets and get history for it. And it's actually a net positive for us there. So something we might want to consider, that we do gain more history than secrets per turn. This would trade devices for labor, which is actually at quite a good ratio there, 862, a little bit hard to see. The sun is, ooh, it's very, very bright. Let's stand back here and we're fine. Maybe I need to just block the sun a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And this one is history for labor. So something we can consider. We can also trade with our neighbors down to the south. Who are you guys? You are the Amagos faction. We don't know anything about you. You are Lords of the Abyss and the Eclectarchy. We don't really know anything about them in the background. These guys, isolation and relative resource scarcity of the Quo Maze has given rise to a society where ideas carry more cachet than prosperity. Interesting. The Lords of the Deep, a powerful cabal that claims to take directions from the unfathomable abyss below their floating cities. Okay. Traditionally, what now? Traditionally, their main interaction with the rest of the world has been to ferry the obsidian mine in the west to the mainland in the east. So I guess they have obsidian over here. And then our other neighbor, we're actually neighbor you as well. An upstart princedom based in the eastern Blister lands. And our final neighbor, Fever Kingdom. After losing her entire brood to a violent purge, Gassa the Feverling knew that her people needed a nation of their own. All right. And we don't actually border these guys. These are neutral cities. So we could consider trading, for example, with everybody. I mean, the question is, what do we need? And so our goal, how we win, is through negotiation. So we're going to need to pay a lot of attention to that. Of course, we can also recruit over. I'm just going to go through all the actions slowly, and then we're going to kind of like faff about and try and make sense of everything with the limited knowledge and experience that we do have. So we can, of course, recruit here. And it depends on the population that's there, I think, is how it determines what you can recruit. So, for example, this gives depth. This gives violence. Labor here. All of them are turning goods into that. This place would take love and turn it into labor. This place would take history and turn it into labor. Though not at the greatest ratio. Nurture, I think it generally just turn goods, but not always, into love. But also gives you prosperity, which I don't know exactly what it does. Maybe we can find out. What is prosperity? What is prosperity? We would look under nurture, probably. Prosperity modifies resource yield from population and population growth. Okay, so you're just kind of getting more of a flat bonus from it. Might be something you want to do on your capital, for example. Infiltrate. This allows you to kind of get a bonus. So you can use secrets to make it cheaper to later assault a city. I believe it's just assault, capture, for the next capture attempt. So you can use that to kind of infiltrate beforehand. It slowly decays, and then you get in there. Capture, we already went over. I mean, you need certain things. 1.3k to invade these guys. We don't need devices for them, apparently. We don't have enough. Negotiate is how you just straight up take a city from someone. So we could actually, first turn, snake the city from this guy. I don't know if I want to do that. This one requires all kinds of things. Love, fear, history. Actually requires a crap load of history. And I can't see the number there. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, requires a lot of history to take these things. So I don't know if we would want to do it right away. Build we went over. We could use this to just try and like build up our capital and gain an extra 150 history per turn, which is substantial. And excavate, 3.2% chance to, I don't know. You can get things from it. I haven't had it. I've done it a bunch of times. I didn't get anything. I don't really know how much it's worth doing. I mean, we can take a look at actions again, and it will tell you. The probability of finding a relic, they're unique, give their benefit to the faction that holds them. The deeper you go, improves the odds of finding a relic and raises the cost. So, it can be pretty tough. Yeah, to help identify good places to excavate, the player's excavation statistics are tracked. Right. Well, we're probably not going to be doing any kind of excavation. What I am somewhat tempted to do is spend my labor on the first turn to just build. We probably can't finish it right away. But maybe we just build, because then we can get 150. It's almost done. And this is a very safe place for us. So I'm going to do it. And boom. There's the turn. We have Blister Storms. We don't know what that actually means. I don't know what that means. And I couldn't actually find anywhere to discover what Blister Storms does. Is that telling me that there's Blister Storms? Maybe if I go in here. Blister Storms. Dust storms are ravaging the area, keeping up blister spores along the way, but people are stuck indoors and animals have burrowed underground. No actions may be performed on the city until the effect expires. 4 turns. Okay. So no actions in Bosetra here. Very well. I can now, I do want to take a look. How much did that actually build? Wow. So we need, it's 1,000 labor per. We need 18,000 labor to go into this. That is a crazy amount. I probably wouldn't have done that. Love is very important for us. Isn't it? Isn't it, folks? We just want to spread the love around. We just want to make friends with everybody and say, hey guys, come over here. We're having a party. Okay, so with that in mind, I mean, I think probably nurture. Possibly in the capital. I feel like the capital is going to have our biggest income, and we'll spend some goods on it. Done. You can also see what everyone else does. Our neighbors here, for example, they are training. Oh, somebody traded with us and gave us 227 devices. That's very nice of them. So far, nobody's actually tried to invade us, which is nice. Because one thing you got to be a little bit careful. You got to keep your strength up, because if people attack you, you can get screwed. I actually, one time, I was getting attacked turn after turn after turn after turn until I had spent all of my resources. But they had enough to do one more, and they managed to take a city from me. The bastards. So, okay. I'm a little worried. I wonder... To attack these cities from the sea, do they use violence or do they use depths? You could probably use both. Or you may want to consider recruiting more military, just to kind of make sure we don't fall too far behind. And I think we're going to use our goods for it. So let's do that. Bop. Hey, they're trading. Okay. We got 1.7k now here. That's fine. I feel a little bit better. Anything we could trade for? I think we would trade history for goods. It's a nice ratio, and then we can continue to nurture over here. Now, I'm actually curious. Capital city. You yield me 12 labor, and I gave you 18% prosperity, and we're getting 12 labor from you. 18% to 12 labor. Let's nurture. Gave me more devices from our trades, and now we can look into you. You have 37% prosperity. It gave us 2 more? I think it gave us 2 more. 12 labor. Is a very small amount. Now, this place does give us probably the best out of everything, and we're getting like small flat increases, as well as building up more love, which is nice, because we can, of course... we can't do it anymore because I've spent my goods. Can I trade for more goods? I'll trade history for goods here. Okay. We now have a lot more goods. We can, not infiltrate, negotiate. Oh, we lack the history now. We can take this place. It takes a lot of stuff. Distance from capital... 4 minus 12. The further from the capital it is, the easier it is to negotiate. That is interesting. You don't yield a whole lot. Why are you so expensive? Prosperity is balanced. There's really nothing that's like necessarily far from a capital here. And I don't know if like the AI gets mad at you. If they actually get mad at you for doing certain things. Like, if I start taking cities, there's no like formal alliance or war in the game that I'm aware of. So I don't know if like doing something to them will actually piss them off. We might just wait. We might just wait to gain a little bit more history. We need so much freaking history for this stuff. I think we're gonna wait. I can also actually look. What are your yields? You have slightly better yields than the other place. It's a little bit less spread out, so maybe it's not better. I don't know. I think we're just going to keep trading. We can get devices for goods. We don't really need the devices. And people are giving them to us. Devices for goods. That is a really, really nice ratio. I will give you devices for goods. You're recruiting? I'm recruiting. Are you kidding me? Goods for military, 2.4k to 1.7k isn't great. I think I'd rather just do the 1k to the 1k. Let's do it. Gain goods. We want to make sure our military stays high in case somebody does decide to attack us. And we can look at this, right? They have 2.8k. We have as much as they do. I don't know about how the water situation works. 2.4k, 2.2k. We actually have more than all of our neighbors. If they did some kind of concerted operation against us, we might be in trouble. One thing to also, I mean, you can see their actions, and if you really pay attention, you can kind of be like, they keep recruiting. I gotta be a little bit careful. We can also steal from your neighbors. That's true. You can steal, which just gains you what? We would use military. to gain secrets and fear. Get a lot of devices from there. And a lot of labor. I'm okay with using a little bit. Now, does this piss them off? Let's find out. We stole from them. Great. Let us... I think we're going to, again, nurture. Let's nurture in our capital a bit more. I wonder if there's any better places to get ratios. Not really. We'll trade it. How can I gain history? Actually, I do need history here. Goods for history. Let's do it. Goods for history. And now we can negotiate. 1.3k. Which one has more love? You take more love. Which would I rather have? I guess is the question. 3 labor, 3 goods. I do like that. The history and the violence is all nice. 4 labor. I think I like this place a little bit more. Alright. Well, and just like this. So, capture they can respond to. If I attack this place, they would have the ability to respond to it. They actually have way more troops than I do. That's kind of scary. Maybe we need to recruit right now. We can't recruit from here. How much love do I actually need to negotiate for this place? 500? We would have it. Let's do it. Let's beef ourselves up. They're recruiting as well. 3.8k to our 4.2. We do have more than them. We do have more than them. So I think we're going to go for it. Let us negotiate. Done. And they can't stop us. That's what's really nice about negotiate. They just can't stop you. Turn 13. We got goal number 1. Goal number 1. Again, I wonder... How many do I want to know? 10 is for bronze tier. 30 is for gold. That's a lot. Now, if we lose that city, does it still count, is the question as well. I mean, if I just go back and forth and trade city and just keep losing them, I don't know. So, nice. We did take a city. That's going to give us a little bit of a yield boost there. We do still have more troops than our neighbors. We can spend some. Yeah, but I don't want to do that because, I mean, spend 3.3k. These guys are just going to be able to move in on us. I don't know if the AI is that clever either, I should say. There's no multiplayer in the game as far as I'm aware of now, though I think that would be really, really interesting. Yeah, we do have more troops than our neighbors, so we're gonna just probably continue to just chill. Spend goods for more love. We could also recruit labor. More sea power? I don't know about the depths. Maybe we just go for the labor here. Let's do it. Civilly threatened Facilica. We are being threatened now by our neighbor. We can respond with 1.4k, and I think we're going to do it. They're threatening us again. They have 774. That's all they can do, but we are now weakened, right? This is something to be aware of. We're now weakened. They have 4k. We have much less. We need to recruit troops immediately, but we are low on goods. History for troops? I think we have to do it. We need to beef ourselves up in the eventuality that our neighbors over here, who have 1k more than us, try and move on us. Which I really don't like. I think we'll spend another... We have to spend the goods. We have to spend the goods. We do have a lot. I will probably spend a turn to build in our capital. I think it's going to pay off in the long run. If we do it. I mean, it kind of like gains us nothing now, but it's a long-term thing. History for goods. Secrets. Wow, that's a lot of secrets. Yeah, I'll trade the secrets for that many goods. That's really, really nice ratio. Putting us much nicer where we can actually really, really beef ourselves up over here. I don't like the 2.5k. Fear for labor? I don't really use the fear. I mean, can we negotiate for anywhere right now? If we had more love, we could move down here. Actually, if we had more love, we could do anywhere. Okay, maybe it's time to nurture again. I will. We're just getting trades as well. Trading the devices. It's also, I gotta remember, I can get history from over here. Devices for labor just translates into building. Finishing this thing off. Can I negotiate yet? How much do I need? 940 or 1.6k? You can't take capital. That's something to know. And now, like, killing somebody is not necessarily the greatest thing, right? Because right now, they make a fantastic trade partner. I can trade my secrets for history over here. I can trade my devices for labor. I can't do that anywhere else. I can't do that anywhere else. So if I wipe them out, I'll be safe on this side. Sure, one less person to worry about. Honestly, they are our biggest threat. They are recruiting more and more. I mean, how much would it even cost to capture this? I would need 4.7k to do it. Which I can't really do. I would need goods. Can I steal goods anywhere? No. Can I get goods from trade? I can get history for goods. Is it worth it? That's a pretty good ratio, unless it's 1900 and not 900. Okay, let's get the goods. Gaining more devices. Honestly, I'm pretty happy to trade my devices away for labor, so we're going to do it. 386 secrets. Wow. So you can see, I mean, I just got to say, like, the amount of decision making that goes in because of this restricted style of gameplay, I really, really enjoy. The game is also very cheap. If you're still watching it, I think it's like €8 or something right now on Steam. There will be a link down below. I do fear an assault from you. 6.4k. Dude, okay. Ugh, it's such a bad ratio. It's better. City threatened Diora. I knew it, I knew it, I knew they were coming for me. I can respond with the 1.2k, but they can just do it again and again and again. Actually, we are dead even. We are dead even. I don't think I want... yeah. I think I'm just going to recruit. And I'm going to mass recruit here. I'm going to let him take the city. I don't think I can really stop them, actually. We do still have the one there. So, okay. I mean, he spent that. The problem is, I think I'm really his only neighbor here. I could make him spend it. I would rather just probably trade. I can get... yeah. This doesn't really appeal to me, though. The thing is, I need history for all of this stuff. Goods, history, and love. Lots and lots and lots of love over there. Where can I get goods from? It's not a really great deal. I can't trade with the capital anymore, which makes me sad. I just need history for this. Why don't we just build? I'm just going to spend all my labor right now. Well... Because is he continuing to just build up his military? God, he is. I mean, we are stronger than them still. I really would like for you to attack somebody else. How about this? I mean, we took back the city that we stole from them. That's true. Let's just build again. And you're recruiting. Son of a... History for goods, but that's really not ideal for me. $1.1K. Let's do it. I think we can just take this. It's a neutral city. Nobody responds to it, and it's ours. Right? I spent a little bit of our power, but without actually attacking someone directly. And honestly, having another trade partner might be nice. And we use something else to gain a city. And right, we're spending that. It's not towards our goal, but it is giving us yields. I didn't actually look at the yields we're gaining there. Just 1 to a lot of things. Your prosperity is balanced. No excavations. We have yet to excavate at all. It just takes labor. Indeed. I don't think we can handle that. I don't think we can handle that. Also say hi, wife. You're on camera. Right. We dyed her hair today. She's not just it's not tinfoil. She's not a conspiracy nut. We just dyed her hair. Devices for some small amount. It's not really that good though. God, I really like being able to trade with the capital. What do I need? I just need history. There's no real way for me to just gain history though. Not that I'm aware of. That's worth it. I will totally do that. And now, ooh, that's really useful to know. Now let's take it back. City defected Facilica. Huh? Where? What? Facilica defected. They took it from me! Did they negotiate that? They could spend the 1.7K here. The problem is, I mean, I could probably just wipe this guy out. I have a feeling that they would not really be able to stop that. I mean, they have 1.9K. We have 1.7K. The problem is, they have a lot. I cannot afford that. In fact, I really need to be boosting myself up even more. Okay. City threatened Diora. They are coming after it. Well, it does count towards our goal, so fine. And actually, history is more important to us probably than labor. And we can trade for it over there. So I think I'm just going to let them take it. And maybe... They attacked us. They thwarted us. They're attacking this city. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to take my city back. Yeah. Trade goods received. Blister storms and Ammonin. We can... we lack the devices now. Because if we take their capital... If we take their capital... This would open up 2 more trading opportunities with us. If we take their capital, then they'll stop messing with us. I am tempted to do this just for the trade opportunities. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, what does it give us? We can get devices. Okay, it's not great. I will do, I think... Right, if I want to negotiate for more cities, I can straight up take you, but they're probably just going to try and take it back. They don't have a lot of military power, actually. I will do it. Nice. We need goods. I need goods. This I really like. Secrets for military power. We just do that right now. Hostile raid on Basilica. It's fine. It's over here. They stole from us. I need more love. It's difficult. It's difficult to get love. You just basically have to nurture. Which we can't even do anymore. Because apparently our capital is prosperity 45%. That's the max. It does give us a higher yield. And I guess slightly higher growth. Oh, we have blister storms here. Okay, that makes sense. I need goods. Can I steal goods from someone? A lot of history for this, which I don't really need right now. That steals labor, that steals secrets. Can I not trade for... It's not really a great deal giving me the devices. So, and like this is determined, by the way, by the cultures that are present here. So like that's why we're getting history for goods. Because of the culture there, I think, maybe it's the faction, but I think it's the culture. This is what determines what you get. So, you know, moving into different directions will give you different opportunities. Who you neighbor affects things very much. So like completely wiping somebody out means, you know, you can't trade for history anymore. But I can't trade for goods with anyone. I can trade for goods with you. What am I talking about? And I can for you. I think I will. I'll trade my secrets for the goods over here. You're recruiting more, aren't you? 6.4k. 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to slightly more. We'll recruit. It's not enough. History for goods at a loss. Devices, it changes. Ooh, devices for goods, I take it. And we gain history from trades. Because I really want to stay strong enough compared to this guy. And when we take the flat trade, I think, from over here. City threatened and city defected. Basilica is being threatened and Bafa has been taken. Bafa? Can I look at my logs? Who? I'm not actually sure. Did I take another city up here? It said Bafa left us, but I don't actually see that. I'm probably missing something very... Oh, Bafa down here! They have 6.4k. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's okay. I can't trade anything for anything right now. I do have goods, though. There's storms there, so I can't get them. I think I will take the military. Or I can just nurture. I have the goods. I can't... Oh, you take devices to nurture? Interesting. I wish there was a way to, like, see all of the yields for this one particular thing. I think you've got a pretty good return. And I mean, if I look at you... yeah, your yields are nothing special. I'm curious, where's giving me more violence? You give me some violence. Anyone giving me love? Just default? Yield love. Okay, I can look at this. Yield love. You give me 2. So if I boost you, then I would start getting a flat bonus. Which seems good to me. We lost Basilica. Yep. And Tasharat is being threatened. Wow, you guys are going hard. Did I not do anything about that? We are going to respond here. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're just trying to bully me. 4.6k. We are about even. I need gears to take that back. More history and love. Like, are you guys attacking anybody else, by the way? Or just me? Or is it just me? I'm going to continue nurturing. Maybe it's best that we recruit. You trade and hostile raid on Kriga. Okay. I can just attack you now. I would like to push them back, I think. Also attack you. And it's much cheaper to do. Ah, but they can, it's easier for them to also refute against it. They could just do it all the time. That was kind of a waste. Kind of a waste. Can I trade for gears anywhere? Can I steal gears anywhere? Military for gears? Yes. Military for a lot of gears. Done. Gave me some history. I lack the history or the secrets or the love. Indeed I do. Why don't we just throw the build in here? You're excavating. Have not done any excavation yet. It's a lot of labor. We just build. How soon until we're done with this? 12 more. 12 more to go. It is a lot. And I just need history to... I can actually take you. Which I want to do. Blister storms everywhere. Hey there, friend. I can trade gear for military. What is your military looking like? 5.6. Okay, we're close enough that I don't think I really need to be that afraid of you. You have 1.1k. I could just take this place back. It takes a lot to move on. Jeez. You can't defend against it. I think we just do it. And then we recruit. Down here. Yeah. Blood Drinker raids in Eora. What the hell is that? Where's Eora? The area is being raided by outcasts who live in the Great Nothing. It is believed that they survive in the lifeless desert by draining their victims of their blood and distilling it into drinking water. Regardless of whether this is true, they focus on kidnapping as many people as they can. It may be cleared with the respond action. I mean, I could do it, but there probably wasn't worth it. Probably wasn't worth it. I can continue nurturing there if I had more goods, but I don't. Goods for military, history for goods, devices for goods. Actually, that's quite a nice ratio as well. I think we're going to do it. History for goods. Can I negotiate for anything? I need more love. Let's do it. City defected, Basilica. Son of a bitch. They won't let it alone. Did I take it from them initially? I might have. Okay. Well, one thing to note is, even though like our borders have barely changed, there's like the one thing you can say about this game is like it's not boring. I mean, okay, it's a very new game for me, so this also contributes. You know, if you play it for 1,000 hours, maybe you get boring. But like, it feels like there's a meaningful, quick decision to make at any time, and I gotta say, I really like it. I really like it. It's for what it is, which is kind of just like a board game. The music is great. I like the writing very much. The world building, minimal though it might be, with the, as well as the writing. Just really, really well done. Well done. Well done to you guys. Iron Boar Labs, hats off to you. Hats off to you. We keep building. And we keep nurturing. Trade received. We keep nurturing in our capital? I think so. Trade fees received, 300 of something. Sure. I'm curious. Let's look back into our capital now. 85% there. The landmark has 11k to go. The yields are definitely better. They are definitely better. How about here? I did put a little bit of love into you as well. You still only give me 2 love. How's our military in comparison? 6.8k? Holy crap. I don't like turning the history into it, but I can trade goods for military. I think I need the big boost here, because they're likely going to start messing with me again. And this one too. Blister storms and tablets, we gain more goods. Can I trade for goods? I can trade history for goods, but I don't really like doing that. Secrets for history? Secrets for military? Secrets for history is good. Eora has been threatened once again. Just to see what they have. 7.2k. I'm going to respond. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Now, do they still have more than us? 7.2k they do. Anywhere I can get a bunch of military. No, I lack the goods for a real strong one. Can I get goods somewhere? Devices for goods? History for goods? That's a really good ratio. We take it. We take it. And now, wow, we can't even recruit here. I'll take the 988 to 988. We don't want them to get so much stronger than us. 7.3k to 7k. I think we're okay with that. Now we can infiltrate, and that makes it easier to capture. That seems probably worth it. Let's try it. 13% infiltration makes it 13% cheaper. The Silent Tribe has been destroyed. They thwarted it. I didn't think they could. 310. Well, now they can't. A faction has been destroyed. Not that I know the map well enough to do it, but that's actually pretty exciting for me because I didn't know if the AI was like being aggressive. I wish there was a way to look at the menu, like the messages. I wish there was a way to know the messages that just happened because somebody was destroyed. Again, I don't know the map well enough. Maybe there's kind of a vacuum over here, isn't there? Interesting. 4 to 10, 66 years. I think we just continue. We have the goods. Our military probably needs a boost. And we should probably do that. We can't even negotiate for another city over here. How can we not against our rival, our ancient rival over here? Done. Done. Military for devices. A small amount of military for a lot of labor. I mean, my military is at 5k. They're at like 8.4. We need goods though. We can't actually get any. Can I steal for any goods? No. Okay, I guess we just build. Eora has been threatened. Of course it has. I will respond, but I suspect that they're going to just take it anyways. We lack the history now. And we lack, I mean, I'll trade devices for such a small amount. I need the history. Can I steal goods from anywhere? History for military. I think we just have to do it because they're going to start threatening my cities. Look at you! Look at you! Making a move on me. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, nurture spends the goods. I guess I'll do it. Sutneo has been threatened again. Oh, you're bleeding me dry here. And this guy is just getting bigger and bigger. Whereas I'm not going to be able to hold them off. If they move on us, right? 7.7k to our 3.4. You're a big threat to us. I can actually negotiate for this city. I need more history for this one. Let's just build. And let's just build. I really want to finish this. This is like, probably this is going to be our goal. We're gonna play until we finish our landmark here. 8 more. That's actually quite a long time. I don't know if we can actually do that. The history we do need. I think I'll do it. Blind Hill has been threatened. I mean, can we respond to it? Sure. But if they just... It's not great. Love for military. I'll do the history for military. Vermilion Court has been destroyed. I do know where they are. Vermilion Court here has been taken by the Eastern Magraves. Have pushed north and taken the seat of the Vermilion Court. If you recall, we talked about them in the beginning a little bit. A little bit. Recruit. We can turn love into all kinds of things and goods into all kinds of things. I think I just want to keep on... Oh, my military is gone. Vanished. We need more. Sutneo has defected. And I can't take it back. I could have taken the other one, but I can't take this. We've been pushed back now. I mean, I guess this guy can only really come against us. I don't know how well he can project power into the sea over here. I mean, capturing is not a good idea for us. He has 7k? Holy crap. They've spent some time recruiting, haven't they? I will trade devices for goods any day. And then recruit 1,000, please. And then trade history for military, but it's not a whole lot. I will just build in these trying times. Can I negotiate for anyone? We need more history for you. I like the idea of kind of keeping them on the back foot. You need goods and you need a lot of love. You need a lot less love. Can I trade for history? Can I steal some history? Yes, I can. And I can use my... Oh, this is like a great... It's actually fantastic to raid them. A new faction arises, Bahal's Misfits. That is incredible. I don't know how to find them. These guys. Holy crap. Bahal's Misfits. Years of strife and conflict have been a mixed blessing for the pirates of Urukon. On the one hand, their ranks are swollen with the desperate and the dispossessed. On the other hand, there's much less merchant traffic to prey on. One charismatic leader feels that this is a good time to expand the territory control business. Awesome. The pirates have found some open territory and they just said, we're going for it. Didn't really expect that, I gotta say. Didn't really expect it. I'm happy. I gotta say, what I think I want to do is I want to move on this guy and then just take him out. I just want to conquer him. He's been a thorn in my damn side for so long, but it requires so much history to do. Can I steal more history from someone? No, but you're... It's pretty nice to steal that. Can I recruit? Not a whole lot of places to recruit. Can I trade for goods? Also no. Really not able to kind of find what I want here. Can't even build right now. I guess this is the best action that I can do. Blister storms in a bunch of places. Recruit. I can recruit some military, but it's not a lot. I can technically capture this guy, but can I take his capital? Probably not. You know what? Let's do it. Can I make the move? 2.5k we need, and we need devices. Can I recruit a little bit more military? I know this is not what we need to do. Yeah, we can do that. I don't have enough devices. Or military, apparently. You build. Can I steal devices from someone? Can I trade for devices? I can. Secrets for devices. Faction destroyed. The Chirping Tribe followed up with capture thwarted. And I lack the military. Son of a... Devices for gears doesn't make sense. This does. I'll trade the history. You've recruited. You don't have enough to stop us? We've done it. Capture successful. Okay, so I didn't think to do that initially, but this guy, I've actually spent so much resources going back and forth, trying to deal with this guy up in the north. Gesh, how far are we from this thing? Too far, probably. So we're gonna end this here. So I found this game. I was really excited by it. I'm putting it to you guys now. Let me know what you think of it. Right? If I get enough positive, if it gets a positive reception, positive feedback, I will play it more. There's even a chance that we'll probably try and play this campaign more. Let me know down below in the comments though what you guys think. Also, I had a thought while I was playing it because I really like the world building here. I really like the world building. It's minimal, as I said, but it's such a kind of a lot of interesting ideas, fresh ideas, and this had me thinking, for you guys, what unique worlds, what unique fantasy worlds do you guys like? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a book series called The Deepgate Codex. I actually need to make sure I got that right. Deepgate Codex? Yes, indeed. Deepgate Codex is 4 books, though I actually did not read all of them. I just found out that there's all of them. Which the world building in this fantasy series that takes place, I guess it's kind of like a I don't know. Look it up if you want. It's really good. And for my kind of non-mainstream fantasy world, it's probably one of my favorites. So I'm looking for the same thing from you guys. What is your favorite world that has been built for fantasy that's not just like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or something like that, right? Yes, okay, I really enjoy the world building of Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, and there's so many other really big fantasy stories that have that. But I'm looking for something that's a little bit less mainstream, a little bit less popular. And maybe we can share this and we can all find something interesting. The books themselves, they're pretty good. They're not the book Deepgate Codex series. They're not the best books, but the world building is fantastic. It's so good. Back to the game. Once again, another thing to put down below. What's your excitement on it? Let me know. If you do really like it. This will tell me, yes, definitely play more of this game. And of course, don't forget to subscribe as per normal. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had actually a ton of fun. I can't believe an hour has gone past since I started. Really, really fun game. Simple in a way, but also not. I mean, it has this rapid fire thought engine going on, right? There's all these different vying things, and you can only do so much, and you can only react to so much at one time. And you know, I mean, the way I played it was playing it rather quickly. You could also just play it very slowly and heavily weigh every decision you make, instead of my kind of style, which is just like, yeah, I think I need this. Okay, I can find it here. Boom, 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 boom. Part of that is for the Let's Play format, of course, and putting it out on YouTube, and kind of keep things moving along a little bit. I try to balance that. But anyways, again, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you enjoyed me and you want to see more of the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get the notifications. Down below, there's also a link to my Discord, my Patreon, my Twitch channel. You can check all those things out too. And until next time, my name is Man the Maker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.